Okay, last night after dark, worked on the window and had to use the Sawzall, which I never used one much, and they are great for this. So I ended up using the fine blade because there was a nail I could see. And then I switched to the aggressive blade because this was just slow. And I decided what I ended up doing was using the aggressive blade until I hit something that seemed to be really hard. Switch to this blade, do it for a bit, then switch back. So that was my strategy, and it seemed to work good. And then once we got some of this open here, there was a gap there, so I was able to pry with the Wonder Bar after I removed the nail. Pry it over, but that still wasn't enough. So I ended up taking the Sawzall and trying to start a small amount down here and keep increasing until I hit the top. And then then testing it. And I'm going to test it one more time right now, but I'm quite sure we're good. I'm going to grab the square and the level and just one more test because it's kind of late. But so the Sawzall, that really was the ticket. It did heat up. I did have to switch batteries, and the battery was too hot to charge. So I took some time out, let everything cool down, and worked on some other stuff for a little bit, and then came back to it. But I'm going to test it right now, but I'm quite sure we're really close, if not fine. And then we're going to go start with the siding, or the molding on the outside, because ideally we want to get this closed in. Once we get that molding in, we can insulate, and of course it's not going to make a whole lot of difference because we have no insulation here. So we have lots of work to do here yet, but the window is going to be plumb. And it just makes everything easier. If you don't do these things, everything is a slant, it doesn't look good, it's worth the extra time to get things plumb. Oh, and the other thing I should mention was someone said maybe the house settled. Oops. Maybe the house settled and maybe that's what was off. Well, the house on the outside and all the corners, all the other windows, everything is good. Everything was fine. This is an addition. And you can see they didn't even put in a plate here to put the window on. They didn't put in a header. This thing was basically maybe last minute thought to throw in here. I'm glad they put it in here. And then plus we have a 2x4 that slants. And it's got a really bad knot here, and that's what caused it to bend. So I'm sure it was bent in the first place. And then from there it just went bad. You know, they just didn't keep track of it. So it's not because of settling. Plus our plate down there, our concrete blocks were all nice. So it's just, this was put in crooked. That's all there is to it. Okay, we got it straightened out, and we're going to test it and then put some molding on.